The hidden power of silence in musical architecture. In the process of creating a musical work, attention is most often directed toward sound. Memorable melodies, rich harmonies, dynamic rhythms, and diverse instrumental timbres. Yet what is frequently underestimated is the role that silence plays in this sonic architecture. Silence not as an absence of sound, but as an active, structural, meaning-generating element, is one of the key pieces in the puzzle of any musical work. Understanding this role requires looking beyond the common notion of silence as mere gaps between notes. In music, silence functions like a well-placed pause in a powerful speech, or the empty space between objects in minimalist architectural design. These voids allow sound to breathe, to resonate, and to linger in the listener's perception. From a structural perspective, silence serves multiple functions. Defining boundaries. Just as the spaces between words give meaning to a sentence, notated rests, measured silences, mark the boundaries of melodies, phrases, and larger sections of a piece. Without these boundaries, music would become an endless, shapeless stream of sound. For example, in Beethoven's Fifth Symphony, the famous 3 short notes and 1 long note, da-da-da-dum, would never produce that fateful rhythm without the brief silences between them, creating contrast and emphasis. A calculated moment of silence, especially before an important sonic event, can amplify its impact several times over. In film music, a split second of silence just before a sudden sound, like an old door creaking in a horror movie, heightens tension and makes the release more striking. The same principle appears in audio advertising. A short silence before a key slogan focuses the listener's attention and makes the message more memorable. Shaping temporal flow. By introducing temporary stops, silence gives the listener time to absorb and process information. In slow, meditative music, extended silences create room for reflection. In fast, rhythm-driven music, short, abrupt silences sharpen the pulse and increase predictability. For instance, in traditional Japanese music, gagaku, the concept of ma, meaningful interval or void, plays an essential role. Silence between notes is as valuable as the notes themselves, shaping the flow of time. Opening the listening space. In the acoustics of large halls, the silence between notes allows natural reverberation and resonance to emerge. Composers who are aware of this use, silence as a tool for sonic coloration. John Cage's famous piece, 4 minutes 33 seconds, in which the performer plays no notes for 4 minutes and 33 seconds, is the ultimate example. Silence forces the listener to hear environmental sounds, rustling clothes, audience coughs, ventilation noise, and gain a fresh perception of the listening space. Evoking expectation and mental engagement. The human brain actively seeks patterns. When an established sound pattern is suddenly interrupted by silence, the listener's mind works to fill the void. This process turns passive hearing into active engagement. For example, in many minimalist works, such as Steve Reich's music, short, repeating silences make the listener unconsciously reconstruct the missing beat, thus becoming part of the performance. Conclusion. Ultimately, silence is not the removal of sound, but a form of temporal design. The great composer Claude Debussy famously said, "Music is the space between the notes." This insight extends far beyond art, applying wherever patterns, rhythm, and human communication matter. Attention to what is not said, whether in music, in strategy, or in other fields, often distinguishes the ordinary from the impactful.